Hey, that's mine.
Live with your own. That's mine too. That's mine too. That's mine too.
It's not our fault your wife's a Horcrux. Welcome to Harry Potter Nerds. Hello! I'm sick. I'm Kenny Lovejoy, and this is Nerd Culture Shock Episode 9, Harry Potter Nerds. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
I'm here with Tim Thornton. Tim and his wife, Megan. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about Harry Potter, and we're going to talk about all of the things that are Harry Potter related, including Fantastic Beasts and wands and our favorite things.
Yeah.
What we're going to start off with first is 5 Harry Potter facts that I found out recently.
I'm excited for this one.
5 Harry Potter facts, which you probably, some of you already know, and you probably know. We'll start out with this. I'm sick, by the way, so I'm sorry if I sound like ass today. We're going to shoot into this. Okay. Fact 1. These are facts that I've checked out online and stuff. J.K. Rowling invented Quidditch. She invented Quidditch after a fight with a boyfriend. She invented Quidditch after her boyfriend. By the way, J.K. Rowling's, I've heard a lot of stories. I don't know if either of you've heard. Apparently, like, the guy she was with was very unsupportive and terrible. It was like, Harry Potter's going to suck and you're never going to do anything with it.
I've heard a little bit about that, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, the Quidditch was apparently one of the big things that she created over an argument with that guy. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
2. Haley Joel Osment was set to play Harry Potter originally, and Steven Spielberg was set to direct. I like Haley Joel Osment, but wouldn't that have been pretty strange? I mean,
that would have been very different.
By now. I really can't see anybody else playing him other than Daniel Radcliffe. You know?
He's just iconic in that now.
He's perfect, dude. He's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Fact 4. Wait, fact 3. We'll cut this. Fact 3. Okay. Moaning Myrtle was 36 when she played.
No, I did know that.
Did you know that?
I did know that.
I've heard a couple people mention that. So she was 36 years old and she played a 14-year-old. So I still have a chance. And you have a chance.
We can still play 14-year-olds.
We can still play kids. We can play Ron and Harry like we've always wanted.
Maybe if I shave my my Hagrid beard going here.
Your Balchinian, your magic Balchin. This is actually something that, like, I don't know this actress's name, but the actress from Matilda that was the teacher, she is also in. She's the woman that Harry Potter blows up. And she goes up into the air. You know what I'm talking about?
His aunt?
Yeah. That's
okay.
the woman, that's the kitty teacher from Matilda, the big tall lady.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I did
Didn't
not
know
know
that.
that.
I found that out the other day, and I was like, that's going on the facts list. I don't remember that woman's name, though. So, Stephen King, this is another fact. Stephen King thought that Dolores Umbridge was one of the best villains ever.
I could see that.
I've seen a lot about that in that she's not the typical, like, imaginary fantasy villain that, you know, is like Voldemort.
Yeah.
He's obviously not real. You wouldn't find that. But I've seen that, you see the chart with, like, the lawful to neutral and chaotic, and she's that lawful evil that's very realistic, and she's evil, but she thinks she's doing good.
Yeah.
So she's, like, the worst of the worst.
Harry Potter movies. We're going to talk about our favorite ones. Tim, what's your favorite Harry Potter? Out of like all 7?
Out of all of them, I gotta go with
7.
Half-Blood Prince.
The Half-Blood Prince, really?
Yeah.
Why?
It brings in a bunch of new awesome characters. There's an awesome spell that Snape came up with.
Oh, yeah.
That is used.
Yeah.
And nobody knows unless you've read it, of course.
Yeah.
But it's the beginning of the dark
Yeah.
setting, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I I don't really know. Like, I mean, I think my favorite might be the first one because of the nostalgia, but at the same time, I've heard so many people, like all the fans that I've talked to, they always say that their favorite is this one, Prisoner of Azkaban. Everybody talks about how great the book and the movie of this is, but Sorcerer's Stone would be mine. What about you? What would be your favorite out of the 7?
I'm gonna play in with everyone else, and Prisoner of Azkaban was one of my favorites.
Right on.
I will say a little bit played into that because I am obsessed with werewolves, and Ramus came in as a werewolf, so that was a big one for me.
That's awesome. If you guys had to pick one thing from the Harry Potter universe that you could own, what would you want? What would you want from Potter World? I might want the invisibility cloak.
I gotta go with you on that one.
You
Invisibility cloak. Yeah.
I mean, I like some.
You know how much crazy stuff you could do with that?
Of course you do.
You can sneak in anywhere.
You can go into girls' locker rooms just like you did in high school. What about you? What would be your favorite, or one thing that you would want? Potter World.
It's so hard to pick.
What character stands out to you guys the most? I mean, like a character that you really feel for and you love, like if you could relate to that character most, or one that you really truly love, like who would it be?
What would you say?
I don't know. I mean, I said before, Ramus has always been one of my favorites because of the whole werewolf thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really get into any character that I read about. So.
Is it cliche for me to say that I love Sirius Black? Because
again, I'm right there with you.
I love Sirius Black. I love Neville. I love Neville Longbottom. There's something about Neville. Also, Neville is the total hero at the end of. He's such a hero. I love that. I love that part at the end of part 2 where he's like, "You're wrong." He's like, nobody's going down, but you will. Like, he's like, it was awesome. It was awesome when he took that sword and he pulled it out and everything. It was badass. Like, he was really, truly cool in that last film. So I really love him. I thought he was amazing. Also, another question for you. Wouldn't you love to be Luna Lovegood? Like, does pudding solve everything?
Pudding does solve everything. When you think about
pudding
does solve everything.
Pudding makes its way into everything, doesn't it?
It does.
Your all's most hated Potter character. Who do you hate the most? Other than Voldemort, if you didn't have to pick Voldemort, who would...
I like Voldemort.
I love
I'm
Voldemort
cool with
too,
Voldemort.
but like if you
That's
had
an
like...
easy question.
You're going to say Umbridge.
Umbridge.
You're going to say Umbridge?
I hate her.
I hate Umbridge too.
She did a very good job. I hate her guts.
Yep.
She's a good heel.
Yep.
She's a good heel.
You know, that's what I was going to say earlier. I didn't tell you this because I was going to wait till we filmed it. I have a couple of hated ones. Bellatrix Lestrange is on my list because she is so kill happy. Like, she kills so many. She's always like, ah! Also, Lucius Malfoy, obviously. Because Lucius Malfoy's...
Yeah, he's kind of a terrible dude.
Is a terrible dude. And Umbridge is terrible, as she was saying, is a terrible person. I think there's something kind of sexy about Umbridge. That's what I was going to say, that I didn't say earlier. There's something sexy about Umbridge to me. Not to you?
I mean, if you like 70s Bush, that's cool.
I might be into that, people. If you have 70s Bush, please comment below and tell me if you need some Roldy. Mr. Filch. Mr. Filch is a person that I don't want to say the word hated, but he pisses me off so much.
I can't hate on him though.
He's so horny because there's a student out of bed. There's a student out of bed right now. I can feel it. Like, he's so excited about it. Also, it really makes me mad in that one scene. I think it's in the books too, where Hagrid's really upset over his dragon, and Filch is like rolling his eyes and like, "Oh, get over yourself, man." And then at the same time, when his cat gets frozen, but like, if somebody dies, he's like, "Get over yourself."
Petrified.
What is it?
She's over here.
Yeah, he's petrified. Tim's questions. I have questions for
Hey!
Timmy. I was so sick. I sound like asshole. Tim, who is the sexiest Potter person? If you don't want to sound weird, you don't have to say guy, but a girl. Who's your pick? If you're like, man, that's a hot person. I want that person.
Let me think.
Well,
Did you think about the fact that his wife would be here when you thought of these questions?
That's probably why he's asking.
This question, Tim's like, I think Megan is the.
I'm gonna have to say Luna just because I've seen it.
Luna, yeah.
I mean,
He loves Luna, and I love this girl who is what's her name? I can't remember this girl's
Lavender
name.
Brown.
Lavender Brown. That's
Yeah.
my pick. Lavender Brown, of course. Unless my 70s Bush Umbridge. Of course, I love Umbridge, but yeah, that girl's definitely a hottie to me. Second, yes, I was talking about this earlier. Why do you think it was so easy to break? Does it bother you that, it kind of bothers me that it was so easy to break the Elder Wand? Like, at the end of the film where he breaks the Elder Wand, it's the most powerful wand in the world, and you just crack it in half that easy. Why do you think it was so easy to crack that in half? Or does that matter?
I mean, like I said earlier, maybe it's because Harry's the chosen one, and he was just like,
Oh,
maybe
I guess
he
I was
had that.
I guess I was clouded. I wasn't listening to you because I'm an asshole. But yeah, you're right. I guess he is pretty powerful. I'm sure. Maybe if Ron did it, he'd be like,
Yeah,
maybe.
And this is my kind of thought about it, and from what I know about it is, the magic wasn't really in the wand. It channels the magic and everything. So in all essence, it's still just a piece of wood with some other stuff in it, depending on what your core and everything is.
I had to mention this. I wanted to mention this, and it's so funny how at the end of part 2, Hogwarts is complete rubble and Filch is sweeping.
Yeah.
What are you gonna fix? What are you possibly gonna fix?
which is kind of funny because when you think about it, when they go to find Slughorn, he does the magic spell and cleans the whole place.
Mm.
Why don't they just do that?
I'm sure they did
Why is
later.
Filch
Yeah.
sleeping when he
But
can
this
do
is
that?
what Filch can do, because Filch is a squib. He can't do magic. And that, I will say, going back to when we were talking about Filch being an ass earlier, I can feel a little bit bad for him, because he's got basically magic in his blood, but he's not able to do any magic. So
That's
he's stuck in this
sad.
world where he's kind of a
Yeah.
part of it, but at the same time, he's completely out of it.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think that mudblood? Do you think that mudblood is a super nasty word? Because I feel like it's almost like the N word in Harry Potter world. Like you can't.
really it is.
It's like somebody says mudblood.
I mean, yeah.
Wands. Tim,
Yes.
look at these beautiful wands. What's your favorite wand out of all these wands?
Out of the first series,
Yes, sir.
I say first because there's going to be a second. There better be a second.
That's a second. Yeah. With that elder wand, there's elder wands missing in this.
There's so many more wands that they could do. But I think out of all of these, I gotta go with Luna. It's very unique, and
I'm okay.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
now which one? What's your favorite?
Oh
this one.
God! Out of these wands, these are the mystery wands. They're on sale right now, right? But they're usually retail at $13, $14.
I think it's $13.88. But yeah,
They're really great. They're really well made.
absolutely.
We actually we do endorse these. They're really great. Like we say buy these.
I mean, they're not just cheap plastic. They're
No.
very nicely painted. They're made of plastic resin.
Yeah, especially for mystery
Really nice.
items.
That's the downside. You have to get I mean, maybe you'll get lucky and get 9 of them and get all different ones, but
Yep.
good luck with that. If you do, let us know and we'll beat your ass.
I think that my favorite one's a Death Eater. Yeah, the Death Eater. I'm so sick.
I do love this one.
The Death Eater, and there's something simple and amazing about Malfoy's. It's really heavy, as you said too.
Yeah, it is. It's very thick.
And
Giggity.
it's very thick, giggity goo. I I want Neville's. Do you have Neville's?
I do have Neville's.
Oh, that's
It's a
awesome.
weird, funky, twisty one.
That's awesome.
And we do have... We've got a few that we're going to open later. Do an
Yes,
unboxing.
we're gonna open some. Oh! Fought you.
They are very well made. I think it's by the Noble Collection.
Noble Collection.
Noble Collection, I believe. It's on the package here.
As I drop it.
Yeah, the Noble Collection. Which, if you guys look into it, they make some really...
I'm
You
sorry.
alright?
I laugh. Yeah, these are worth it. Anyway, yeah, Noble Collection. These are fantastic.
Noble
dude.
Collection makes really nice ones. They do make the mystery wand, but they also make, I don't want to say better, because these are super nice, but higher quality ones that are much more expensive. I think they're like, what, 30, 40 bucks a wand?
Something like that.
But they're perfect replicas to the ones used in the movies, and that's awesome.
They have those, really?
Yeah.
Kind of like the lightsabers. It's like you can get a $20 one or a $100.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of different with wands, though, because, I mean, that's pretty easy to manufacture.
Right. Yeah.
But, yeah. I wish we had some butterbeer, which they actually make butterbeer. They have it at, they've got it at Books A Million.
They have butterbeer at Books A Million?
Yeah, they sell 4-packs of it.
That's delicious.
Have you ever had it?
No.
Oh,
I
it's
want
good.
to. They're really
It is
bad.
amazing.
Do they make an alcoholic butterbeer, or can you? I mean, is that...
You can definitely
I'm sure it's possible.
make it,
oh.
if not find it somewhere. I just don't know where.
Right.
I say we make our own.
Yeah, we'll do that on part 2. We were gonna make, on this part, we were gonna make butterbeer, but we'll do that on another Harry Potter episode. Yeah, we're watching, what one is this, 5?
Yeah.
5 is all
Order of
right
the
now.
Phoenix.
Now,
Order
the
of
first
the
2
Sphincter.
films had the same director, Chris Columbus, but Mike, or no, not Mike.
Didn't he like invent America?
He did. The world was flat, I believe, before he found it.
Oh, that's so
So,
cool. We've talked a lot about the Harry Potter movies, but we haven't said anything about Fantastic Beasts.
We haven't.
Fantastic Beasts.
I love it.
I love it too.
I have yet to see the second one. I am sad to say that I have not seen the second
What
one
the hell's
yet.
wrong with you?
I know.
You get in there.
But the first one was amazing. Like, I honestly was not looking forward to it. And then I finally watched it, and it was great.
I had to pull teeth to get him to watch it.
Now, was this before he really became into Potter, or was this like...
No, I've always liked Harry
You
Potter.
liked it already, so...
I was like, oh, it's not about J.K., I don't know, whatever.
Not interested.
But it turned out to be really good.
She did
I liked
produce it, and I think she co-wrote the script, or is that... I thought she wrote the script, or co-wrote it. I'm
sure it was like a George Lucas kind of thing. They had to go through her to...
I was going to say, at the very
Get
least,
it,
she
but-
kind of oversaw it and
Yeah.
approved of it and stuff. I think someone else might have wrote it, though.
Open that up.
Ready? Should I do the... I can't make any little tears or anything, because I can't do it when it's on the table, okay? I can't do it at all. There we go.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
What'd you get?
I got a box!
She got a box.
Alright, ready?
Yes.
Ready? No one can feel. I got Luna!
Oh,
Luna! Luna's so adorable. I think she's great. Look at that beauty. Good job.
You need a little rotatey thingy.
A little rotating.
Or a little tiny
I can put a picture of it up on the video.
Now I'm going to unbox this beast. I've been a little sick and drinking, so excuse me. Okay. Did you open it this way?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right, the box. Okay. Oh! Okay. I don't know what end to open it from. These mystery wands are awesome. They're so great. I love them. Okay, I don't know if I should open up. Neville Longbottom. Yes, look at that. Mr. Neville, this is a friggin' gorgeous wand. Come on out of there. Piece of shit. Alright, yes. This is actually one of the ones I've been wanting, but this is beautiful. And it's got a great handle. Neville's one of my favorite characters ever, too. So, like I said earlier, he's a freaking hero. So, rock on, Neville. Rock on, Mr. Longbottom. I'm sure we can find a place for you in our ranks. Opening time, buddy. What's in your Christmas present? It's anal beads.
I hope it is.
It's manufactured by the same company that makes the beads.
Oh, thanks.
Honestly, it might be. You never know.
Yeah.
It's all made in China.
It's made in China, so it could accidentally be Fruit Loops and anal beads. Candle wax and...
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Nymphadora Tonks.
What?
Oh, yeah.
You needed that one.
I did. And now I got... Because this one is hers.
And this one.
And now I has this
No,
one.
you have one, buddy. Good job.
So you can shag my boy.
Shag my boy!
Why doesn't she has the purple hair?
Because in the later movies, she goes to brown hair because she's with Ramus and they get all boring because of the war.
Brown.
Basically, that's going to be my reasoning.
But yeah, these are fantastic. Really well made. I like them.
Yep, we can't say enough about the wands. They're fantastic. And enough about Potter. Thank you for joining us for this Harry Potter episode. Comment and let us know who your favorite characters are. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Let us know what you thought about the wands. We're definitely going to do another episode later, and we're going to get some more wands.
Yeah.
So...
You know what? Actually, these are pretty sweet.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm going to go to Walmart right now and get another one.
Go for it. Yeah, you can borrow my car, actually. You can...
All right.
Right on.
See you guys later.
Well...